I'm Amy. I'm one of the co-founders of Love-Centered Learning, and Kim and I cannot wait for you to see our new Meet the Moms series.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm the co-founder of Love-Centered Learning. I have two boys, 7 and 4, and we've been homeschooling for about 2 years now.
Hi, my name is Emma Wierig. I am a homeschool mom. I have 4 kids. These are my 2 youngest. My other 2 kids are a 6-year-old boy and an 8-year-old boy. So we're doing all the boy stuff.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I've been homeschooling for over 10 years now. I have 4 kids who range from 14 down to 8. And yes, my smile is real. Even though I've been schooling this long, I actually really love it.
I love anything creative. I love to paint, I love to sing, I like to play my guitar. I love nature and hiking. I grew up in Minnesota, and so I love the lakes, swimming and ice skating and sitting on the dock. I grew up in a really musical family. So some of the things that I incorporate for homeschooling is really just the things that I'm naturally doing, is living.
I'm spontaneous, fun-loving, always up for a new adventure. I love to travel. I have always sung. I used to, when I started reading, I would read a word and make a song out of it. I think that my past really molded me into the kind of teacher I am now. I attended 10 schools by the time I graduated high school. I went to poor schools, rich schools, everything in the middle. I went to gate schools, tech schools, performing arts schools. Through those years of going to these different schools and experiencing different ways of teaching, I learned the only thing that truly determined a good school from a bad school was not the location, but the parent involvement. As long as you are 100% committed to being a part of your child's experience, they will succeed. And so I thought, well, if homeschooling's the best way for my children to succeed, then that's what I have to do.
So I've always been really into music. I am a singer-songwriter. I'm in a couple different bands. It's a big part of my life. I'm a registered nurse. I'm not currently working, but I love to talk about the body, systems of the body, health, healthy habits. Hand hygiene's a big one. We're Christians. And so I love implementing gospel principles that Jesus taught into our homeschool. After hearing the stories of all these women who shared with me their why of homeschooling, it helped to empower me and give me courage and realize that there's so many different reasons that people do it in so many different ways. And it helped me to take that first step.
I started homeschooling because I come from a tumultuous family life, and I wanted to create a different environment for my kids and for myself. I wanted there to be harmony and friendships and relationships and a lot of love. So the answer came to me, I think I was like 6 months pregnant, and I was riding on a bus and I was looking out the window, and the thought came to me that my child would need to be taught at home. And being from California, I thought, is that legal? And because of a lot of illness at that time, I was terrified to homeschool. I was terrified of having my kids with me all day. I had suffered from constant pain and physical ailments and struggles. I worried I would just screw them up and completely create the opposite atmosphere that I had been praying for. And now, 10 and a half years later, I am a much healthier self, and our our homeschooling has completely morphed into something different.
At the beginning, I wasn't so sure. Homeschooling was one of those things in my life that I was like, no, not gonna do that. But the best things in my life, honestly, have come from me saying, I will never do that thing. I served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, said I'd never do that. I moved to Ogden, where I met my wonderful husband. I said I would never live in Ogden. When I moved to Arizona for part of my nursing career, I said I would never move to Arizona, and I ended up learning the most amazing lessons that actually led me on this path towards homeschool. So I'd just say never say never. I love the idea of not only challenging my children academically, I love that homeschooling allows you to take your child's education at their own pace.
I didn't homeschool at first. I sent my oldest to kindergarten, and it was a really hard day for me. He did great. He later on in the year wrote a sick note, and he wrote on it, "My child is sick, Emma." And I found it, and I was like, "Gabe, what is this?" And he was like, "I didn't want to go to kindergarten." And I thought, kindergartners are supposed to love going to kindergarten. And I thought, I'm sending him to school all day long. I want to spend time with him. I have to wake up my baby in order to go pick him up from school. Our whole lives are being disrupted by this, and he's not actually getting anything out of it. So that summer after first grade, I just told my husband, I was like, I'm done waiting. We are homeschooling. I'm gonna keep him home this year. And I was so surprised by his reaction because I thought he would push back. And he just said, okay. I was like, wait, what? You really want to? He was like, yeah, okay. And so then that was that. We filled out our affidavit and took him out of school, and that has kind of fueled how we homeschool.